Hello, YouTube. We're in Arcade Spirits. Alright. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Analyzing. New profile 237771. Economic bracket. Lower middle. You're right. Employment category. Bleak. Okay. Current emotional health rating. Low. Alright, don't have to come at me like this. Okay. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Negative. Premium level assistance requested. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please? Negative. Overriding denial of assistance establishing premium service for profile 237771. Justification? Hope. Hope should be rewarded, spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. You know what? They. I'm emo as fuck, so we're going with black. Hairstyle. Oh! It's the hair I wish I had. Oh, let's go. Skin tone. I mean, sure. Eye color. Ooh, that is an annoying sound. Okay. Xander. Fake. Oh my god. Remember when my hair was like this and fading into silver? Those were the days. It was like this. Those were the days. I'm gonna go with that. Oh my god, the bleeps though. Name, Xanderisfake. Pronouns, they. Is this correct? Yabra. Hold on. Better. Okay. Premium level assistance for profile 237771 Xanderisfake has been activated. You should color it purple. I want to, it just costs a lot. For the sake of their hopes and dreams. Let's go. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademarked classic arcade game titles that are used under nominative fair use and should not be considered or an endorsement by the publishers or creators. Winners don't use drugs. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, that's it. Level 1! Put your quarter up. Oh shit, I got... I have a penny! I don't have a quarter! Damn. Okay, hold on. It is the year 20XX. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. I mean, you're not wrong. Woe be to the human race. Raced? Past tense. Plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs. Internet trolls, personal assistant AIs, cheese-flavored snack foods, shout out. Hot Cheetos, not sponsored. Oh no, good way or bad way, Ames. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shield salesperson, a lifeguard for the local community pool, a barista. A barista. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties, peeing in the pool is pretty much a consistent thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of a 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Wait. In the year 20XX, I have my own apartment with a penguin plushie on a bookcase? It's infinitely better than my life already. It just is. It just is. Fuck. By the way, how's my audio, guys? Please let me know if my audio is a bit weird, too loud, whatever. Behold! My quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's a paradise. In a relative sense, I can only pay half the rent. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was. Before today. You got fired from another job?
What?
Seriously, Xander. That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs. The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend Juniper. Juniper is the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, you know, today.
Ooh.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load, Frodo. Share the load. I'm a nerd. I got yelled at because I liked freaking Lord of the Rings today. I was called a nerd. Pool's closed, Jennifer. Not much I can do about that. Will I get upset? The Sage-Wise! How you doing? Mamma mia! Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Because you actually enjoyed that job more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks, at the very least. I'm not complaining. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. It's, like, literally. Doing great. Glad to hear it. Whatever. I'll just get another job. Any job will do, as long as we can make the rent, right? Ron, I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from these other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling. What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us. Dude, that's a big fucking ooh-woo. That's a big ooh-woo. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting. This is about you. Ah, come on, bitch. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than that lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of a class to give a speech. I forgot to put on my pants. And your dream job. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really been... I can't read. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
That's a light bulb above her head, where I think there's supposed to be a light bulb in the ceiling? Okay. Oh, hey, I think I've just got the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? Hold up. He made a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun, right? Out of a water gun? Okay. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Yeah, well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One was with less socks and or urine. Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, right? Oh, it's me! In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough. Up to and through the point where we left home and to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. I thought that I was about to say my pronouns, and I was like, what? Bless her. Oh, okay. I didn't. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes. But skilled? Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but, yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaks in through the cracks in the blinds, I don't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left me a note, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download the app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Settle for whatever I can find! True, I could just call up the classifieds on my phone, look for something nice and safe. My family had bad luck chasing down dreams. I know better than to do the same. Although, that little pink icon is tempting. What do I do? Is it just gonna keep going until I click the app? Do the sensible thing and quit playing games. This world doesn't reward people who follow their dreams. I've had that beaten into my head, time and time again. Meanwhile, I've got bills to pay, and no job to pay them with. At this point, I'll take whatever looks good. I'll take whatever looks like a good, safe bet. No! Oh! I didn't mean to do that. After deleting Juniper's app from my phone, I start looking at the help wanted listings. Uh-oh. Game over. That's it. That's the game. I made the right decision. Eventually, I found an entry... Oh! Did I get an ending already? Eventually, I found an entry-level job in an office not too far from Juniper's. I worked hard day in, day out, 9 to 5, mandatory lunch break, mandatory overtime. Ew. Years slide by before I could even blink, my bank account steadily ticking upwards. I finally start leading a comfortable, safe little life. Eventually, Juniper left. She quit her cute job to become an artist. How silly is that? She'll never have a 401k plan or stock options that way. Eventually, I got married, raised 2 kids. Unrealistic. Not having kids, first off. Bought a dog. I will have a dog, though. I'm too tired to really play with them, or really do much of anything to raise them, but that's fine. My hair went gray, my health started dropping, but that's okay. I had insurance to cover it all, pills to keep me afloat and breathing. I met up with Juniper sometime after we parted ways. For some reason, she seemed sad to see me like this. I'm not sure why. I'm a success. This is all I wanted. I did the right thing. I took the safe bet. I broke the family curse. I sacrificed every dream I had, yes, but at least I can die knowing I succeeded in life by every metric society demanded. I am a winner. Everything's fine. Everything's fine! Oh god, I got the good end. We got the good end! Hey! Alright. Oh god. Oh, we gotta do that all over again. No! Alright, let's go again. Okay. Real rice baller? Why do I stream so inconsistently? Depression! Anxiety and depression. There you go. Well, it's good. Hi. How you doing? Okay, Xander. Real answers, by the way. Question mark? I'm depressed. And I'm anxious. Therefore, I can't stream consistently because sometimes I feel like a massive pile of shit. But I'm trying to come back and have a stream schedule. Get it? So I'm feeling a bit better. Yeah, hope that doesn't inconvenience you. That my mental health is kind of circling the drain 24/7. All right. But I hope you're having a good Thursday. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for dropping in. Hey. Yeah. Twitch takes half of my subs. So. That's correct. Yeah. Alright, we gotta do all this over again. Why did I hear screaming? Again, I have no quarters. Okay, give the weird little app a shot. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I loaded up, tapped the icon, and...
Hello!
Hello! I shouldn't try that. My voice just gave out. Alright. Okay. Huh. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of the phone. Me? I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future of 20XX.
Iris Online.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Yo, pizza rolls? Pizza rolls?
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
Wow. Man, they really hitting at that one ending you got, Ames.
Wow, would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
No. You know what? Yes, I would. I do like pizza.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Pretty tall order for a nap to do. Are you some sort of wish-granting genie?
Well, I suppose in the modern parlance,
I ran from the... Why are you running from the kitchen? Don't run. Don't pull a Joako. Do not pull a Joako. Okay, well I did.
Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistants could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere.
I mean, you're not wrong. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest.
Hooray!
That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions?
Sure, why should I use this app at all? Oh, sorry guys, hold on. Sorry. I mean, my phone already had a voice-activated assistant AI. I could just say, "Hey phone, search the web for job listings," and it worked just as well.
Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program, with more heart.
Or hit him with the Korean.
Yep. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper
Identity identifier system. Damn.
It's so dumb. Between you and me, they really want an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Sure. Give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. And I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. Sounds like you need fucking water. Ugh. I can spot five different identity identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Damn. Basic. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, brash, more like belongs in trash. Sorry. So dumb. When you're bold and brash, risk-taking and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive. So be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. Oh my god, I fucking did this with my head when I said who knows. Who knows? So, what? Oh, so that's me. So, what? You're saying, what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
No.
Heck no. They're all useful in the right contexts. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you can gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Depressed and anxious all the time. Not streaming ever. Inconsistently. Now let's see what my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? I jokes, I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just so I could go for them. So, now that you've seen the identity indicators, these are tongue twisters, holy fuck. The identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators? Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators, keep it a surprise, that way it doesn't influence your decision making, it's up to you. Okay, you'll see indicators in all their glorious color. What if I'm colorblind? That's why they're also uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or chivos as the kids say. Who calls them chivos? Who calls them chivos? No, I'm serious. I'm asking you a question. Who calls them chivos, Iris? Encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with the empty spaces on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. What's my biggest chivo? Making it to 25. It's a very dark stream today, but I'm being honest. So will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making my daily life? Xander, you're looking at this at the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed, just relax and have fun. Aw, thank you for the hug. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Okay. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that? Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course. You can talk to ghosts. Wait, is there a ghost in this room right now? Am I a ghost, Iris? Iris, am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost, that's the rule. No, silly, I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance. Two Flower, how's it going? Oh my god, look at are these arcade spirit emotes? Because they're cute as fuck. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Thanks for dropping in. Romance? Seriously? Seriously. Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on a coworker from, yep, I'm one of the... Oh my god, hello, that's awesome! I hope you don't mind the crappy voices I'm giving these characters. Yo, thanks for dropping in, hello! I'm honored. And I feel a bit more anxious now. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can kind of be awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right off the... I can't read now. I'm nervous. And ready to start right out of the gate. Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? I'm just some internet dork. Yes, but aren't we all? But you're an internet dork that made a game. So you're like a successful internet dork. And that's cool. I feel bad calling you an internet dork and I just met you. It's like the flirting on the first day of work thing, except now I'm just doing playful joke. Anyways, I'm feeling awkward. How do I want to handle this new opportunity? You know what, Jeff? Screw it. Romance with flirty first impressions. Let's go. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once, so why not? Super. And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Ahaha! I knew it! This is some kind of scam. I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Be bold, be daring, get called in front of human resources. Hey, who wants to fall in love with me? Is that a serious question?
Bad command or file name?
Fine command, what? Oh, you're being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax! I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Okay. So, do I just stand here? Or... Oh, I didn't read the walks into the arcade bit. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now, I'm in my PJs. Which just so happens to have my name on the shirt.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it, damn you.
Yes, sir. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those, but... Damn! Iris! Come on! I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. But okay. How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Yeah, also considering your chat also has, like, one of the chat rules is, like, this isn't a dating app, or, like, this isn't Tinder. Simple. I'm awesome like that. Wait, she's awesome? Is she the Miz? Some wrestling fan will get that, don't worry. Now get a move on, tut. You need to catch the 8:20 bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Yours is apparently. No, mine is not. Don't. No, this ain't Tinder. Well, this is happening. But do I have a chance to get off this runaway train? Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. No. We're taking a chance. We're making mistakes. Shout out Miss Frizzle. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted that app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she even finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claim and serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe shop job, at best. But, well... What the hell, let's do this. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted. But the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks, then egads! Go get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it, I'm on this runaway train. I'm in on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Aww. Oh yeah, this chapter's called Pull Out Your Quarters. I only have pennies. 2 flour. I hope that's good. I have 6 pennies. Can that get me anything? I have a nice guitar pick too. It's a Dunlop. It's thick. Okay, anyways. There we go. Now I gotta put everything back in my wallet. There you go. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is... well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XX. Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight a space as possible. Your tutor... Okay. Alright, you know what? Straight from the horse's mouth. Guys, YouTube, I'm so sorry. I'm too poor to play this game. You know what? It did say in the beginning I was lower to middle class, so you know what? I hope you enjoyed the stream. That was the game. Bye-bye. I hope that was long enough for the joke to sink in. Okay. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Store. A used bookstore called The Whole Story. Why is that funny to me? An arcade. A fast food joint. GG, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas, which sounds... Woo! I wonder why that didn't last. Alright.
Hey, listen.
What do you think? Oh, dude, hit us with a hey, listen. The world needs arcade. Yo, what's up? Ish the Prophet, how you doing? Thanks for that follow, man. I hit you with that spicy follow back. Hope your Thursday's going well. So what do you think? I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future workplace. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not try to be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. I just love whole story. I just love whole story. Oh, good. Law offices of Smith Johnson, attorney at law. We got a WUBSUB. Yo, guys, I'm going to WUBSUB. Y'all want anything? Okay, hold on. Yeah, wait. Let me look at all the things here. Hold on. We got a whole story. I don't know why that makes me laugh. We got a law office, probably like Better Call Saul. We got a WUBSUB. Yo, we got WUBSUB. Boring clothes store, delightfully dull. Loan office, Pengy barbershop. If you don't pay Pengy, does Pengy get angy? I need to know. Also, this is really funny because there's a lot of strip malls where I live, so. What? Behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connection. This is your dream job. My dream job. Really?
99.97%.
Whole story! Whole story! You know, maybe I should have worked there. I worked at a Barnes & Noble for a while. Just letting you know, I kind of know books. With 99.9% accuracy, yes. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one up, hoping to be the next Iron Chef, trademarked, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who can make it can secure fame and fortune. But those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. I love how this is like a stock photo. What? That y'all just put a filter over. Huh. Wait, is this the ET landfill? No, right? No. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad. Like hula hoops. Hey, hula hoops are still a thing. No mainstream acceptances. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. It is the E.T. thing! Yes! Pouring out for E.T. No. Oh, yeah. It's the infamous E.T. Like, burial hole that they found 10 years ago. No. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and now the crash was averted. Whoa. The crisis only exists in theory now. Dude, I wish. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Yes. I go on a lot of tangents. I'll let y'all know right now. When I was a kid, there was an arcade near my house on the highway. It was called Sports World. Alright? That was the place to be. That's where everyone had their birthdays. And then at some point, in either 2005 or 2006, the owner just closed it, turned it into Raymore Flanagan's, and left. And, that's childhood dying. When the arcade, with bumper cars, laser tag, and indoor mini golf, they had an entire separate building for mini golf that you walked through a tunnel to get through. Or it's more like a corridor with more arcade cabinets. But they also had a pizza place in there. Anyways, this is me missing my childhood arcade. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that means we're in the darkest timeline. Because Sports World up and died. The mind boggles. Boggles it does. Just taxes and bad bags forever now? You're not wrong. Taxes suck and my back always hurts. Mostly because I used to be a pro wrestler and But make no mistakes, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is as dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with me getting a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Playing Galaga back in the day. Ugh. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying, but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Dicko's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, 15 years. Wow. That'd be around the time personally when Sports World closed, actually. Damn. That actually hit me. Huh, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Because they turned into a Raymore and Flanagan's. Fucking Raymore and Flanagan's! Alright. Sorry. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her
My
homework.
sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be warm, personable front off a database array that currently... Let me read this again, hold on. My coders made me to be the warm, personal front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's gonna happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for family curse, okay? We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does it mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell, why not? Buy the ticket, take that ride. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before, I'd recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what was waiting for me on the other side. Fun, folks. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's so packed with games I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here, from the looks of it, like, really old. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things, maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa! Is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screen is new to me. Pengy! Pengy! Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and a brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new, it's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Sorry, ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket price redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Hello, dearie.
Oh my god, that voice is cute, though! Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex. The what? Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980X. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear? Funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? We're going for it. A Funplex. Is that when you suplex a... Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Considering we've been open since 1970X, I've heard them all. But it's still nice to see young people with a good sense of humor. And it's nice of you to try and cheer an old lady up. Yes, I heard you call me an old lady. Ah. Well, it's a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear. Please, call me Francine, as in Francine's Funplex. Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally called Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he peacefully... Such a shame. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
My, my.
Yo, what? Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having intensely physical relations with me. Oh, God. That's information I needed to know, yep. And you are? Xanderisfake, ma'am. I came here looking for a job. I understand my interview was, prearranged. Yes, the computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. So, shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's a bit rather noisy, isn't it? Francine is an icon. You know, I've seen your streams where you played this before, and Francine is an icon. Look at her knitting bag and the clothes she's wearing and the hat. And everything. The Pac-Man earrings! I want to re-pierce my ears just so I can get those. Yeah. About that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Eventually you just learn how to filter out all the bleeps and bloops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Can we please focus? Can we focus on this? Because I want one. I want one of the... Can I buy this anywhere? Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat. We'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the wait, hold. Let's take into consideration the sentence I just said. I've interviewed for dozens of jobs and held down 3. That's a 25% success rate, I believe, if my math is correct. I also failed math, so, you know, there you go. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once, I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego trademark set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident. Prepared, ready. If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? What? If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be? Right, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. T-Rex, no doubt about it. Pterodactyl soaring through the sky. I can fly twice as high. Brontosaurus, big dude, enjoys salads. Pterodactyl, soaring through the sky. I always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no. All dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. Yo, shout out to Bird. Wherever Bird is, shout out. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl, swooping around, catching up draft, staying way away from meat eaters. Really? How exciting. Even if, technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs, what's your favorite snack? Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos. But snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Pizza bagels! Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have hush, Hugh. Come now, dear. I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? It is pizza bagels, though. Tasty apple with almond butter. Give me a pizza bagel. Alright, whatever. Tacos are also my favorite snack. Tacos and only tacos. There are no other sustenance. I can see you're a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say. You are what you eat. Francine, are you calling me a taco? Because if you're calling me a taco, you're correct. I am a taco. Why don't you want me throwing food at your door, Ames? I'm not gonna walk 500 miles and then walk 500 more just to be the person who throws pizza bagels at your window. It doesn't fit the rhyme scheme. Come on now. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one. What acid can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse? That's a very, very good question, though. Yeet! Yeet the pizza bagels at Ames's window! Yeet the pizza bagels at their window! And not door, because apparently no door. Is this interview for real, or is this a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's exactly 130% serious. You know what? One day, Ames, I'll make that happen. Oh, you know what? Very fair. Very fair. Very fair. You know, in all those 80s movies, it's not like they're chucking rocks at someone's door. They're chucking rocks at the window. You know what? I can't make stuff. If anything, I'd make the frickin' the couch bunk bed from the Lego movie, which was good, but you know. Medical. I am Filipino. Medical, and hey, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. Medical, definitely. In a world without lawyers, I'm sure I could do a reasonable job. Holy crap, I'm choking on my spit. But seriously, I did have to take a first aid class when I worked at a previous job. And CPR lessons. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will all be exposed to assorted patient zeros and will be the first ones eaten. That's bad for my family. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between your party living and dying slowly and painfully. One more thing. Why are you here? The pink lady in my phone said I had to. Here. The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off my guard. I told you I came about the job offer.
Let's be sensible.
Let's be sensible. I don't know why I repeated that. You're seeking a job. True. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are It's silly, but I'd like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at the time saw just another way to make a quick buck, but, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I'll expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
I want to hear her call me dearie. I think that's the kind of shit I need right now. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted, and he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here? To be honest, I didn't have any better answer than why not. Buy the ticket, take the ride, that's what I told myself. But that wouldn't cut here. I needed to actually think this through. I'm looking for hope. Understand, I'm not whining or looking for pity. But my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago, but, well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your Funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that, and an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. No, I'm sorry. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet, it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted really involved. Fist of discomfort. Francine Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
How marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Xander. I keep hitting my microphone. I'm so sorry. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glanced at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes, at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Oh, something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500-ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh,
Poor dear.
shame.
He just wasn't cut out for this line of work, grandson or no. Grandson or no, I have no patience for such nonsense. Francine is cold-blooded. She don't take no shit. I'm sorry. The last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be here soon. He'll handle the paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. There I am! Okay then. I adjust my seat I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? You know, I did get a harmonica from Sports World that I kept for a long time. I did love it. Any minute now. Anyone got a pizza bagel? No? Sad. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex class, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Their loss. Light-up yo-yos. Stonks. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I could start wondering if one of those 500 plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right on by me, his head buried and reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? It doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break, or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact, damn, he's hot. That's my kind of guy. He's a snappy dresser, seems a cool dude. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. Or linoleum knives sharp. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me... In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Fuck. Am I going in on this? Yeah, screw it. I am Francine. I had some work done. This is probably going to piss him off. I don't think he's going to like it, but we're going for it. Why, I am Francine, dear. The wonders of plastic surgery.
I think not.
Out. Now. Kidding. I'm Xander. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement. He doesn't look pleased with me jerking him around like that, but nods in his satisfaction anyway.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work that desk. She's got gutso for an octogenarian? That's a word I just learned today. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin handled that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
Good day.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. Right. So as you no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging gift tickets for prizes. But that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What? The carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade. The games. The patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself when I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall into bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out there. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently has a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His number is listed at the bottom. You ever work a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, You know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Wait, who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Understood. This is my first pointer. You know what? He doesn't like the jokes, so I'll just go with a basically response. He doesn't like jokes. But 911 for huge emergencies, right? Contact you if problems arises. If not you, Ashley or Naomi, leave Francine alone. But I'd hazard that if the arcade's on fire, you'd rather I call the fire department, right? Well, of course. I'd enjoy not being on fire. If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please do not add to my problems. Magical arc, what now? Gavin sighs, a stress release gesture, but his expression somewhat softens afterwards. I take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade. That's my understanding. I'm not into dressing up words, I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that it never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business.
Take this matter seriously.
So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. The last guy to sit there burned out hard. Her grandson! It's nepotism. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits? I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. I'd say we share similar views, then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. Who told him I was competent? Is that me? Okay. And hopefully this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Anyway, I need to prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yep, sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through the door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the game. I can talk, I swear. The UFO catcher, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought I'd be, but he's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Moopy! Excuse me, guys, sorry. In a little room tucked away behind the back offices and the Funplex front, or between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like old tube-style monitors. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her finger or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello? Hey, you know, this room is for employees only, she said with no apostrophe. Are you lost? Do you need something? I'm Xanderisfake. I'm the new floor attendant starting today. Oh.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. Guess I forgot to check my text. Whoops. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages line wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. Well, she is cute. No. Solely focus on the task ahead. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. What I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Hello.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh.
Yeah. Sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great! Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time. Really? What happened last time? I dropped it. Oh. Right. Shelby lifts the large cathode ray tube, sliding the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen the inside of one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Maybe we can fill it with nacho dip. Let's pack that baby with some thick, tasty guac and have a nacho party.
No.
Speaking as someone who had to clear rat droppings out of rescue cabinets, trust me when I say that's a horrible, horrible idea. Well, there goes my appetite. Although the growling of stomach suggests... Oh, okay. I'm skipping over the words. That's good. Although the growling of my stomach suggests that it won't be gone for long. Naomi keeps working using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as we chat. But, seriously, why is it so empty? Oh, it's a better form over function, I'd say.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare the American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer the American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side. Damn. Then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile. Not just... Let me reset my mouth for a second. Hold on. Back in it. Not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway trademark style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what on the what and the what work? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title. That's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor. That's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... Don't say that! Don't fucking say that. I agree. It's beautiful in its own way. The way she stares lovingly at this... Well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? Yeah, what's wrong with Gavin? Okay, well,
I don't know.
don't get me wrong, I can get along with him, generally. But his whole attitude just... Ugh.
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anyone's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with. And what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new person really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So, I'm not sure I should prod it. I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know too. Okay, now, don't rock the boat. She brings it up more, or if he brings it up more, then we rock the boat. So, what's there to do that's fun around here?
What?
Play games. It's a funplex. It's literally a plex of fun. Right, I knew that. Sorry, I always ask awkward non-questions when I'm, No, I should apologize. You just started here, and I'm dumping workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. I try to stay cheerful, really, no matter what. But try and succeed are different words. Anyway, don't worry about it. Gavin's not my problem. Gavin's my problem, not yours. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now, for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of person. Well, a strong person at least. Well, you're a person. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, to the left now. My left, you're right. Okay, careful. Okay, now forward. Right, correct. I mean, no, not turn to the right. Keep it coming, and there, carefully tip it into place. Victory! I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easy. It's a two-wheeled dolly? I guess that makes sense, yeah. But easier, but hardly easy. Especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback. But thanks for helping me out, Xander. I think you're gonna do just great here. Happy to help. Oh, right. Stomach growling. Food required. Except, I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Pizza bagel! Now, I'm just talking here, but if you had a pizza on a bagel? Shush. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, no. Not really, unfortunately. Wait, does Whole Story sell donut holes? Yo! I mean, there's a cheapo WUBSUB. I forgot about WUBSUB. I forgot about WUBSUB. Sorry, WUBSUB is just such a great name. Two Flower, if you're still in here and you came up with that, kudos. That's such a good name. But even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime! Here you go. She presses a box lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of goods. Healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What will you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the Whole Story next door. I've got a book delivered to pick up anyway. Wait, so that literally is a bookstore and donut store? I want to work in the strip mall. I need to work in the strip mall. But you said eating healthy was important. See you after lunch. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to get some junk food instead. But I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me her lunch? Me. A total stranger? That's the kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories too. Armed with a box of healthy food, I retire to the employee-only lounge to get my munch on. Okay guys, I think I'm going to take a quick break here to get some more water, maybe a snack. Oh, it's quiet. Oh, okay. I'll turn on some more Pokemon lo-fi for you guys then. But, BRB. And hey YouTube, I'll see you in a bit. Unpause the recording. We're back, YouTube. Okay. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do donkey. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loan to lunch. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm assuming this is Ashley? She the Funplex parrot? What the fuck was that? Okay, oh, the choices. Decisions. Incoherent screaming or coherent screaming. I'm an incoherent screaming kind of guy. With my mind and body screaming wildly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from the vision of terror before me. The half-person, half-animal waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Hello? Anyone in there? See? Nothing to be afraid of. Ah, right. I see. Looks like you stabilized. I was worried it scared the life out of you. Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really. Can we start over, maybe? I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
Hiya.
I'm Ashley, and I'm Xander. I'm also Pinky, the Funplex I should have guessed Flamingo, the alliteration. The Funplex Flamingo, it's my secret, yet not so secret identity. What the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scales cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far. Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph? Me? No. Oh, I thought you'd recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex, after all. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here. I work here.
What?
You work here? Since when? Today? This morning, to be specific.
Oh, hi.
Oh, awesome. Welcome to the Funplex. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with a chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employee's only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Oh, of course. You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that the 4-digit number had to be the intel that you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in the secret key code just to find me. It just keeps going. I'm sorry. No, she's me. That's the level of daydreaming I have. That's me. Is this how I come across to people, as a creepy trespasser? She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. She shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple of minutes. Oops. Oh, sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find a way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a kind of different... Sorry, I keep burping for like no good reason. Sorry, guys. No, I have hiccups. Holy shit. No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Oh, jeez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topic, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering. Really. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Yes! Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell what with her hands as feathers. So, Pinky is your creation? Intentionally? Yup, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? Sorry. I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I rode around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped up to play more games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump up or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and talks in a hushed voice. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to the Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you're consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
Nope.
Hey now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend the floor. Floor is the thing I'm going to attend when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. Well, I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Yeah. Wait, seriously? So are they going out? Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who always fight always end up together. Mark my words, Xander. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Mark. Beep beep, beep beep, Xander. Oh my god, what the hell just happened to my screen? What's that sound? Ah, Jet, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to get back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? No.
And I burned my tongue. Awesome. Ow. Tea is still hot. That's no good. Xander needs their calories. You eat up. I'll go wash the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impression of Ashley yet. Let's see. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done the romantic option. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about the things she's passionate about just warms my heart. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Anyway, with my lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday begins. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, and late-rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems. or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers, good first impressions at any rate. Aside from that bad joke that pissed off Gavin. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had an awful coworker before. One, singular, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get all of them, but which should I tackle first? Crowds scare me. So one of these first. You know, listicle order. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on! Hurry the f*** up and finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yep, I'm Xander, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this bleep to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick these fat pieces of blank off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear that fat piece of crap side of the story before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. Oh? Oh boy. Ames, it's your husbando. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. So I tap again, twice. Huh? Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads, Moopy! You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and palaces and monsters and stuff? Yeah. A bit terse as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting at 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or, as this other guy would probably put it, holy crap, that's a crap of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping a good pace here. Plenty of livestock, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped. Oh, he's a Brit. I can't do that accent. I'm so sorry. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yo, MME. Yeah, but this is a public arcade, and other folks want to play the games too. He finishes clearing the board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first, I think he's stepping away to end this game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and they roll around in bed covered in money and, indecent proposal. What's good? Cover what, exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude's rolling with Benjamins. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me, with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K. What do? What do? Considering we paid $200 for it plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit. It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on real costs of an old arcade machine. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. Oh, God, Naomi. Oh, Gavin, no! The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell it. It's an older game, and actually only costs us about $200, but, well, it's part of the arcade, sir. I expect this apparent gazillionaire to protest at not getting his way, but he's smiling. You're right. No, that's Australian, fuck. This is Moopy's home, after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. And then in return, I get to play as long as I want, provided no one's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I hate to break up a loving family. Naomi will be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flame me for passing up $2,000. Good. I'd hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with myself? Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the dick, man? What kind of an arcade is this? Screw this, I'm going to Dako's Palace. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold. What's a disagreeable fellow? I just can't do that voice. As for the player, well, he goes right back to eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Ugh, digging that dad bod. He seems to care about more than just his game. Take it for someone wallowing around in the lower tax bracket. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play. That's all. And why? Because of Naomi, because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family, for the games and for us. I worked here for like 6 hours. Maybe it's the best that I sent that rando out the door in favor of this guy. So, you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even while playing.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Of course, I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy. I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier. That's me, Xanderisfake, arcade wrangler.
Lovely.
Lovely. Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better. So, you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh? What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once, had it in my flat, but played it by myself, all alone in the dark. It's not the same. I need the atmosphere. The beeps and the boops? No. Those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter, and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotion around me to play at my finest. Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Oof. Oof. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him go back to his game, but burning questions, they burn. Like fire. How is it he can afford this game? Sorry. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to blow on my teeth to cool it down, but fogging up the glasses. Don't want to burn my tongue. You must have a solid job. Good income. If you don't mind me commenting on it, that's a lot of money to just have on your person. What do you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really seem to care to talk about his work. Not in a guarded way, it's just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading. Stocks and bonds. Anyone can do it if they have a head for the numbers. It's really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader.
Think so.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passions into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I have my passion, the same as anyone. I look forward to learning yours as well. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Be seeing you, Mr. MX Person Fake. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. Oh, is this where I find out all the other characters? or get introduced to all the other characters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear in the documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting the arcade up. There's something more going on here, but, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see, what to handle next? Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where the Fist of Discomfort is being displayed. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today. I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record of $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button-mashed brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing the waves of ninjas, and to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchase items, and ninja summons. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esport perfection. So, summon the good ninjas, punch the bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. Okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that... Oh. What the actual fuck was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be fucking me. There's no fucking way that is even plausible. These hitboxes don't even fucking connect. Fuck this game. Fuck it all night long. Get wrecked. Randall Calrissian. Honored to meet ya. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei. What you fell for? Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops. My bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could... XP share technique with creep waves. Take this. 5-fold fucking explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No!
Oh, GG.
Damn. GG. Dude, you know, she didn't say easy though, so you know.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
My dry eyes painfully blinking make me realize I've been sitting there, watching intently during the whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in, couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face. Hey, kid, what are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before? Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her questions, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as member of L7 Gaming and Arcade Esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. Calm down, you fucking simp. We're not going with the simp option right here. She'd be fun to hang around, no doubt. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning. It seems like she wins a lot. At least, between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness? Hey! Don't just stand there all weird and quiet like it's creepy. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention. So, are you going to fucking quarter up or not? Think you can best the hot rising star of L7? For what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working. You? You work here? Ooh. Yes, me, and what's your job? Hassling me? Fucking right, I'm the new floor attendant. And if you're not careful with your star, I can show you the exit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, you're a cute one. Sassy. Okay. Oh, okay, we're good. She likes sass. All right, we're good. I thought I fucked up. And direct.
again?
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are? I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Xander. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them some time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem. We gamers gotta stick together. I'm Queen Bee, by the way, aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee!" Hey, I don't sound like that. Well, okay, well maybe a little. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Pear and Tio. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh great, now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope this isn't a betting pool too. Or there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I only watch Xanderisfake. Twitch.tv/Xanderisfake. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You're so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to the darkness that is the internet. Nope. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Well, it's my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Xander, you need some water because you thirsty. Lead me further into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. I'm sorry, she has a traveling streaming setup. That webcam there, it broadcasts my own personal PC back home, which then streams my matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Costs a bit to put everything together, and it takes like half an hour to rig it up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple of years, easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on camera damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex and from home. There's so much to miss out on. By sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowd, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
No way.
Fuck no. That was part of my warm-up matches. I got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in F-O-D-der. As in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrubs. We get it, Queen Bee. Damn. I don't like how she's looking at me. It's making me uncomfortable. I got the idea? Yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives me a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter trademark cabinet. My crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practices soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 12:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep, beep.
What the?
Fuck, I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. And with a wave and a twirl for editorial, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirits burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me. which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being in a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see, what to handle next? Time to meet Tio. A loud crowd around Showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right back to 1980X. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. Thank you. Thank you. Stop clapping. A pulsating mass of people has surrounded Showtime stage cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden by the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Xander? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, you did. You're doing great. Remember, last month you couldn't even pass that song. Totes impressive. I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day, maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. That's so wholesome, oh my god. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyration and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you play me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? You want to take the spotlight? Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but it's caught my curiosity. From the previously observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game, and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about what exactly that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, so less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way. Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a person such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Hey, wait, you're new here, right? Yes, yeah, very.
Hello there.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Tio. Tio's the best! Greatest guy here. He's sort of like our leader, yeah? Please, I'm nothing, really. He looks directly in my eye. Nothing as special as you. He is laying it on hard, I'll tell you that. He is, like, my lord. My man. Sorry, guys. Oh, computer, what are you doing? I just like to show the newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be perfect. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang.
Care to dance?
So what do you say? Play our silly dancing game? Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Fuck it. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Why not try out 20XX hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this! As I'm about to step up on stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers at my eye. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Xander. Oh, sorry guys. Taking a sip. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out, I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Xander's regime.
Hello there.
Well,
It's an honor to meet you, Xander. I hope we can get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stages as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True. Most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around to make sure everyone else is happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Tio shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, want to film a workplace safety video? Good, we can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960X public service announcements videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we're kind of overdoing it, shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps off stage and cups his hand over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. But why? I like my spot. Hey, now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Xander's first day, so let's show them some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Xander's just doing their job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Tio jumps down and comes back up to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Tio can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better. Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Absolutely.
Hey, you should still join us later, maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be dancing here until closing time. As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Xander has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remembered something I should do. I turn back to Tio. Hey. Thanks.
No problem.
No problem. Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to hold the safety of the raid and make a new friend. I'd say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but, you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sighting up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go and sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired them yet, right?
Oh my god, it's terrifying. An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Xander's off to a great start. Here's your first day, followed by many more.
Don't you two have jobs to attend to?
Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst generally. And yet, I can't say the Funplex has dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people get with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all. Well, we've only got a few hours till closing, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit? Speak for yourself. I still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on, don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What? Naomi. You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form.
You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. The girls are giggling and I find myself smiling right alongside with them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. We did it! First day hype. Nice. Well, by the way, I booked a birthday party for this afternoon. The look of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask?
It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds? Naomi starts pulling out her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhead into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots, pulling out my costumes, tearing off pieces of it.
Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before.
Doom, the end is nigh. Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. It's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Right. Battle stations. Everyone, I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Xander, roaming duties. Look for trouble, do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They're coming. Oh my god!
Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lots, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... Oh god! I like the fox on that shirt though, that's cute. An explosion of small humans rush the doors, bursting into the arcades before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at any joystick, smashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assembles battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines. Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanging them with adults. Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Tio's friend bolt for the exits, abandoning them. Keenan getting out ahead of the surge of kitties, I guess. Wait, what about Percy? That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, bouncing around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Xander, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Oh, God. Okay, look. Naomi and Ashley, they're near these 2 kids fighting over cupcakes. They can handle that. They're there. Okay, angry adult shouting at a kid near Tio and Queen Bee. There's no employees near there, so I'm gonna go there first. The sound of hardship calls to me from Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying kids are never a particularly good sign, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to start to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on and stat. As I get closer to the revving of engines and clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy.
I did it!
Oh, shit! It's this bitch! It's the fucking, yeah, spoilers. Or whatever. Admit it! I know what you did, you brat! You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the worst. Garbage. Ma'am, chill the fuck out. Right? That's what we say in this situation. Chill the fuck out. Keep your voice down. There's no need to shout. At a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest, beyond sweet Josh, my little Josh, poor little Josh, fucking hell, that he should put in his own tokens into the racing machine so he can play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance, and I won't let some devil child steal his money. Alright. I need you to take the fucking 10-foot tall pogo stick out your ass and calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Tio out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Tio has buried his face in his hands. Actually, now that I stop to think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are next to Showtime stage. Tio probably has a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's browser furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help. Or I could try solving this one for myself. Ask Tio. Tio was right next to the action when it went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you could please stop shouting, we can get all this settled. Tio, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews ever. Hey, bitch, listen, huh? Cállate la pinche boca, okay, please, for me? Tio jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hand up.
Sheesh.
Simmer down. Simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Really? I mean, right, of course. Tio, by all means, elaborate. Tio walks past us, right up to the Fast Cars 5 game. He casually slumps in the driver's seat, then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Tio points at the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic. Totally necessary for a driving game. Pedals, gear shift, and so on. But the feature Tio draws our attention to are the 2 coin slots, which are vertically stacked, one on top of each other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens into play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these 2 identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left hand game? Fuck, I don't know. It's probably the left one, right? Oh, I mean, correct? Of course not, fool, it's the right one!
Exactly.
Xander's correct. What? Preposterous! See, these import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake really happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as, if not more, confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. I give Tio a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at that boy now. No, she's gonna continue yelling. How dare you imply my precious Joshy was wrong! I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh! Josh, get over here! We're leaving this horrible arcade right now! Oh, well, didn't see that one coming. The one scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm cool with that. I know enough about that game and games and storytelling in general to know that's not right. Oh boy. Once they're gone, Tio looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs.
No can do.
There's just no pleasing some people. I feel sorry for her son. That's no way to treat a kid. Tio's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly, eyes glazed over as he looks into the distance. I haven't seen Tio act like this before. He just looks so upset. Wonder if I should check in with him. Tio, hey, you feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Tio's okay. It seems like he can really empathize with the kid's plight. Hey, everything alright? You need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just remind me of how I'd get treated. By teachers, notably. I spaced out in class, daydreaming, and they'd rake me over the coals for it just to assert authority. Total overkill.
Bummer.
Really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I'd like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong. Like you saw just now, with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know? Shows you got some respect, too. And empathy. You're a kind person, Xander. But I'm not that important. You take that back, Teo! You should make sure that boy's safe and sound. Okay, he's right.
Catch you later.
I'm headed back to the Showtime stage. Holler if you need anything. I gave a quick wave to Tio as he returns to his game. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all of that. Are you going to be okay?
I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away.
And then that woman approached you and started yelling? The boy nodded, wiping his snotty nose from his shirt. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady's gone, and I don't think she's going to come back ever. The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face.
Thank you. And tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me too.
I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right, that's sorted out. But the other 2 situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Yeah, Naomi and Ashley, you can deal with that. I weave my way through waves of children towards the skee ball machines.
One little girl sitting at the end of a skee ball ramp, crying. No parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing. What would lawsuit happy parents looking over by the vending machines, ignoring the kids, but floor attendant Xander decided to take the case, all the same. I need a tissue, guys. I'll be right back. Almost tripped. That's, you know, not good. Oh, sorry, I just want to check a text I got. Hey, my name's Xander, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses as she looks up at me. I lost my tickets! Someone stole them from me! I played and won a bunch of them, but then I put them down and I was talking to a friend and now they're gone! I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible who the thief could be. I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee ball. My tickets are all gone now. Wah! Yo, is this kid related to Waluigi? Wah! Easy, we'll figure this out somehow. Although I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime? Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area based on where Moopy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. You know what? Percy probably didn't see anything. He's focused on his game. Gavin, manager. I don't think you wanted him. Nope, not gonna mess around with this one. That is serious business. Wait right here, okay, kid? I'll go get help. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. Okay. I ducked through the crowd, weaving my way back to the ticket desk. Hey, Gavin, that girl over there? Boy with the red hair, currently playing Frogger. He took her tickets when she wasn't looking. Wait, you saw?
Certain.
Of course. What of it? Let's not start a rocket. How about we replace them? Okay, let's not make a volatile party an explosive one. How about we just comp her the tickets she lost?
I think not.
Hardly good business sense to do that. How can we tell how many she actually had? She could lie. It wouldn't be fair to give her something unless she give her something she didn't earn. They're skee ball tickets. And we risk escalating a situation by showing favoritism or by confronting the boy for his misdeeds. Kids will go to great lengths to stick to their lie. And the parents can be twice as immature, I've found. Right now, I just want to keep the peace. One girl crying is less of a disturbance than a boy throwing a tantrum. The way he stands there so stoic and caring while that girl in pink just sobs, it's not right. I mean, seriously, it's not right. But he's my boss. How hard do I want to push this? Well, I'm not gonna date him. So I don't really care. Maybe I'll date him. I don't know. Fuck. We're taking a stand. I call bullshit on that. I thought you were all about supporting others' dreams. Hypocritical bunch? Excuse me? You gave me that big speech about protecting the dreams of others. That this arcade was more than a job, more than 4 walls filled with beeps and boops. If you really walk the way and talk, if you really walk the walk and talk the talk, you support the dream of a little girl who was wrong and not let a bully walk free. Or are you saying his dream of taking what he wants is more important to protect? At first, it looks like he's going to chew me out for standing up to him. But you think me a monster? Of course I feel bad about this. I feel bad for her, and he shouldn't get away with it. I'm just trying to protect the arcade as a whole. Then do it. Protect the arcade by protecting the gamers and their dreams. He sighs, like a stress relief valve yawning open and close. Well, that would be like... This right? That's what that sounds like? You're right, of course.
Apologies.
Focusing on the big picture tends to leave me apathetic to individual brushstrokes. My apologies, Xander. I'm lucky I had you to put me back on track. Your predecessor wouldn't have stood up to me like this, and showed me how wrong I was. Now let's sort this out properly. Oh, look at this little shit! Fucking MS Paint looking motherfucker. Gavin walks right up to the kid who's busy hopping a frog around in traffic. Wouldn't mind seeing this kid go play in traffic myself. Alright. Alright. I'll let that intrusive thought slide. Boy. He goes full Kratos. Boy. What do you want? Can't help notice but that roll of tickets in your pocket. Big winner, are you? The biggest. Got 'em all playing that spinny color game over there. See? Really, it's funny. See? I own that game. May I see your roll, please? I don't want to show you. Well, I can see the end poking out of your ticket there, and I see the serial number on that ticket starts with a 1. Which is interesting, because the roll I loaded into that color spinner, it started with a 2.
I think not.
Meaning, those tickets were won by Skee Ball. Specifically by that girl over there. And you took them. I'm sorry. What is this kid's accent? You're a liar. Leave me alone. I'll yell for me mom.
Seriously?
Do you really want to risk having your mom believe me instead of you? Instead, how about you give me the tickets and walk away? At first, the kid looks like he's gonna shriek bloody murder, but a few nervous glances at his mother, busy munching chips by the vending machine, changes his mind. Take him! I don't want him anyway! I don't want it! He's fucking Jon Snow! He angrily stomps away, presumably to go play some other game on the other side of the arcade.
Yay!
You did it! You found my tickets! The girl actually hugs me. Well, hugs my legs anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks and thanks. Now then, let's get you your prize. What is it you wanted? Crayons! Those we have. Xander, I'll take it from here. Booyah! Ah, that's a fuzzy feeling right there. But no time to rest on my laurels. I got other arcade dreams to defend. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with the cupcake uh-oh. Too late. The vintage midway cabinet Naomi just finished fixing up, it's covered in icing. Looks like Ashley's costume's gonna need dry cleaning too. I shoot them a helpless looking shrug. Hey, Xander. Kinda wish it was pink icing, then nobody would have noticed. Yeah, sorry about that, I wasn't quick enough. You still helped out. I saw you with those other kids. You're natural. I think things are winding down anyway. Why not take a break? And then I'll swap off with you and you take a break, and take a break myself afterwards. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Honestly, the eyes in the flamingo, that's what freaks me out the most. Honestly, I'm kind of worn out. Ashley's right. I need to step away from this craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky coworkers, diehard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness, or some cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down to one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back, to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders, and spot an upside-down kid. Huh. Oh wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi. And you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Xander. So? What are you doing back here? This is an employees-only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with a door code written on it. Huh! Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more than fiction. Okay. But you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess technically it's safe, but please don't send me back out there. Well, this is curious. Excuse me. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me I work here. I'm the person who solves problems. No problems, just don't want to go out there. Don't you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner. I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city, and one more before that, but I was too little to remember. My mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway, and then she left because she got to work. New kid in town, huh? He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him then and there. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid. I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought you'd make me want to go. You're an adult, like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing their jobs and taking new ones. Worse ones. They'd be working all day long and too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided to just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What does that mean? It means that you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it. But that sounds so sad. Weren't you sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right? This kid's gonna make me cry. It's my first day. Kid, stop. I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard. Because my involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Xander out. Wouldn't have helped little Xander out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult little Xander would have needed. Okay, well, no. Okay, rely on comedy. Rely on humor. Hey, could it be totally worse? Aliens could attack. You know, Mikey, things feel bad now, but they could be worse. Invaders from Mars could swoop in and dress everybody in silly hats. What? Just think about it. Everyone wearing really silly hats. They're all so embarrassed that they hand over the Earth to aliens. And that's when the dinosaurs show up. The kid stares at me, not sure if he's curious or confused. Okay, so the dinosaurs start fighting the aliens, right? But they smash all the schools. That means you don't have to have homework anymore. And that's when the monsters show up because the aliens and the dinosaurs are making too much noise and they can't sleep. Next thing you know, it's just monsters and aliens and dinosaurs smashing everything and nobody's having fun at all except them. That's silly. That's really silly. Well, you're smiling, aren't you? He nearly drops a smile, unrealizing he's wearing one. When you're sad, or when you're mad, just think to yourself it could be worse. Then invent some silly way it could be worse. Soon you won't feel so bad. Hey, at least there's no dinosaurs smashing things, right? Right. Okay. You know one great way of making friends? Jokes. Stories. Having fun. I bet if you went back out there, you'd find someone who'd laugh at all the silly stories about dinosaurs and aliens and robots. There's robots too? There's all the robots if you want there to be. How about it? Let's go back out to the party. You can even meet some new friends if you try.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll go talk to them. I'll talk about the robot dinosaurs. Go get them, Mikey. I take his hand and lead him out to the main room. We did a good. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all of Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations. No more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them and they couldn't take time off work. The whole the fake family. The whole fake family had to learn to settle. To accept the lot in life we've been dealt. To simply go with the flow. Never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I've been pushed to. Now, here I am. Tay has been, well, bonkers. Alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep beep. Beep beep, Xander. My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggests that you're very happy right now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. How'd you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
That's easy. I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirement. A fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.9%, fuck, 99.97% sure you'd be willing to give it a try. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know.
Hooray!
I try to be. Alright, this game's gonna make me cry and I'm here for it. From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have fouled out by now if they hadn't already fled from the tidal wave of kids. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that could wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up or maybe even see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking on everyone though. Who do I want to hang out with? You know what? Kinda want to talk to Percy when he's not focused on Moopy. Having finished today's high score run, Percy's relaxing a bit by the Moopy machine, just casually browsing on his phone before he heads off. He has a chain? He has a wallet chain. Is that a wallet chain? Oh, good. Market's up. More morning trades will cash out nicely. I can only do a British accent if it's an old man with a British accent. And the Moopy score? Oh, quite terrible, I'm afraid. I had to restart twice. Meaning he played literally 75 cents worth of gaming all day long. Yow. Still, keeps my skills sharp, yes? Practice, practice, practice. Plus, it was quite pleasant seeing all those kids having such a good time in the Funplex. I always play better when people around me are happy. Except for the ones screaming and throwing cupcakes or being hassled by angry parents or having their stuff stolen or... True. Your job does, by its very nature, bring you into contact with those who are specifically not happy. Chin up, love. He called me love. There are good days and bad days, true, but an arcade is a place where the good ones outnumber the bad. It's a palace of dreams, you see. I glance around at the palace, which is little more than a hole in the wall of the Twin Pines. Twin Pines. I'm sorry, is this Back to the Future? Hey, maybe I can just work the good days and call in sick for the bad ones. Oh, you know what? I should ask this. So what's your dream then? So it's from Moopy. Or is that basically it? Just nailing the world record? Oh, astute, aren't we? I suppose I'm here for more than the hot quarter pumping action, more than to relish the smiles on those around me.
Unpleasant memories.
It's a bit more of a personal matter. And not an entirely gentle or pleasant tale. I have no intention of bringing down your bad day another notch for the story. You should focus on the here and now. You survived the birthday party. That's worth celebrating. Well, if you'll excuse me, I should really be heading home now. Job well done and all that for both of us. Cheerio, then. Yes, yes, tip-top cheerio, Governor Fish and Chip, Bob's your uncle, whatnot. Or, you know, I could simply say goodbye. That also works. With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Xander. Good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss. Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. You came to me when dealing with those stolen tickets. Good. I want you to know I'll always be here should you need me, even if I look busy. Normally, I would have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only secondhand accounts of your performance there, as Tio told me everything. Although Tio isn't staff, I suppose he stepped up to handle the rude customer with rationale and a calm attitude. So, I'll consider that handled. I'm not pleased that you sold our Moopy for only $1,000, not $3,000 as I requested. Gavin, we only paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer. A customer with exceptionally deep pockets and one who squats on that game all day, spending only a handful of change in the process. If anything, $3,000 is what we'd need to make up for the lost profit from dyslexia kicking in. $3,000 is what we need to make up from the lost profit from Percy being so Moopy obsessed. What's more, why is it still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Are you giving our poor little Xander a hard time, Gavin dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dreams match her too. I should not try that voice. As does the dreams of Percy, that poor fellow. Poor. Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat. But sacrifices made in that name which shatters the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is all about. Dude, yeah, what did I just yell at you for like 20 minutes ago? Come on. Xander, you understand, yes? The reason why. Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now I think I understand. I came here today looking for hope. Hope I could do more with my life than compromise. Settle for what I can get and go with the flow. Everybody I've met today is full of hope. Gamers chasing scores, people following their passions. Nobody here is willing to give up on their dreams. Not even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We chase after our hopes and dreams, and we won't accept anything less. Hey, let's ignore the fact that I settled for 1,000 and to keep the game here. I see.
Apologies.
Xander, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you are still keen to work here, Xander. I don't even hesitate before replying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight. Hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Xander. Francine, I'm getting some mad grandma vibes from you. One bus ride later, and it's home again. Home again. Jiggity jig? What's that from? Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day. Ooh, cat stockings.
Hey, hey.
So, how'd it go? It went well. Well or well? Really well. Your little app came through, despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving. You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. Oh, it's Juniper. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out. And you even came home with a little smile, like when you were a lifeguard. Huh. Yeah, I guess I am smiling. Interesting. By the way, there's just one teensy-weensy little question I have for you. Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels? Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions... On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. We got pizza bagels! Hell yeah! I'm assuming that's chapter 1 done. And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits complete. Hey, you also won a prize. Put your quarter up. Oh, Chivo. I called it a Chivo when I asked who calls it Chivos. Damn it! Achievement. You'll get one of these for each level you clear, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden thingies. Now let's check your score. Gavin seems to have taken a shine to you. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you scored 6,150 points. Nice! Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wow! I think that's wrong. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2? Hell yeah! Alright. Chasing ghosts! Uh-oh. Alright. I think I'm going to end it here, guys, because I have work in the morning, my throat hurts. It's like I need to freaking do some vocal warm-ups before I actually talk consistently for 2+ hours. Okay. But anyways, guys, I don't think I'm gonna grade anyone right now, just cause not feeling it. So, hey, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for spending some of your Thursday with me. Don't know when my next stream is gonna be. I don't, but I do want to start implementing that new schedule I had in mind, which is gonna be Sundays and Mondays is when I stream. So maybe we'll try that out next week. Maybe. Definitely enjoying this game. It's probably gonna be the one I play the most. Unless I'm like getting tired of it and I'll switch over to like Stardew or something. But anyways, guys, shout out to Ish the Prophet for the follow and the Sage Wise for the follow as well. Appreciate it. And as always, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. So until then, I will leave you with this. Bye-bye. YouTube, you caught the ending. Congratulations. Catch you later.